is right now, right here on Flow 94.9 FM. And of course, we do have the former governor of abiastate who served between 29th of May 1999 and 29th of May 2007. Of course, he's here to talk to the people, his supporters, the people of Abia North Senatorial District, and also members of the All Progressives Congress just before the polls. You know, campaigns will be suspended just 24 hours before the polls. And he's here to talk to the people, his ambition and what he has in plan for the people if elected as a senator to represent Abia North Senatorial District. Well, I do have here Samson Eze, and my main name remains Michael Oni. And of course, His Excellency is right here, Dr. Orjiuzorkalu. Samson.
Yes, Your Excellency, like you said, you were a governor in this state for 8 years. And then when it comes to the administration of the state, you are a stakeholder. We want to have your assessment of the present administration led by PDP in Abia State. Your rating?
My rating should be 39%.
That's F.
F, yes.
39 is F.
Yes.
Okay.
That's like a repeat if you are in a classroom.
No, you cannot repeat. It's
carry over.
It's carry over. They will expel him.
Okay.
Which means the governor should be going by now.
Why F?
Because you see, all the roads you see in umuahia today, apart from the ones did by NDDC, I tarred the road. That's the truth. All those lanes, you are a journalist, go and do investigation since you are not here. I don't do propaganda. If you can, you go to ask people on the street, all the Azikiwe road, all those roads, every road, the road to the House of Assembly, the road to it. You know, everything you see here, I built it. I've not seen new thing. I built the Himbiri, the housing estates. I built and sold it to workers. I sold it to workers at 1.2 million to pay in 10 years. To be paid in 10 years. So I don't do propaganda because it's not worth doing. Even where you are now, the roads here, I tarred them. So I don't know what this government have done. They have not done a single project in my local government, Bende local government. They have not done a single project in Ohafia local government. They have not done a single project in Aruchukwu local government. They have not done anyone in Isukwato, in Umunoch. And they have not done anything in Aba North, Aba South. I went to Abada, I trekked for over 10 kilometers round in Aba. And they were calling me back to come and be governor.
Okay.
So that means there's a failure of a system.
Your Excellency, let's look at your candidate, the candidate of your party, for the 2nd of March governorship election in Abia State, Uche Oga. It's been perceived that, you have an influence in Uche Oga's candidacy. For example, they're saying a vote for Uche Oga is a vote for orjiuzorkalu, that you are going to control his government if he becomes the governor of Abia State.
Even TA, who controlled his government? I never entered the government house before. TA was telling people lies that I was the one controlling him. And after 1.5, mind you, 1.5 years, 1 year, in fact, from the day TA took over, I stopped talking to him in 2 weeks. We were just patching every other thing. Not for anything, because he doesn't have the interest of the people at heart. He knows me. I've asked him to come to your radio station openly. Let's give account of what we did. I'm not a thief. I'm sure TA is a big thief, because I say it openly. That's the truth. And I have evidence to show he's a very big thief.
Sir, that's your
No.
opinion, sir.
Listen, it's my opinion, and that is what I'm telling you. You cannot control me from your station. You should listen to me. You ask me a question, please. Because he did nothing. When I was governor in 8 years, I got 101 billion in 8 years. TA Orji got 850 billion in 8 years. Okezi Ikpazo have gotten 650 billion in 3.5 years or three years and some change, whatever you call it. And they are owing. Okonji-Iweala was in Okpara Auditorium. In one of her shows she came to do when she was Minister of Finance, she said, I congratulate Orji-Kalu. I can show you the video, is there, that I exited from debt from the state when I was leaving. I hesitated completely. But today, I listened to the BCA that the Commissioner for Finance, the day he was presenting budget, 2019 budget, he said they were owing 101 billion. So Abia should be pitied. Where is 850 billion? Where is 650 billion? The teachers are not paid. The civil servants are not paid. The pensioners are not paid. Roads are not constructed. Nothing. Electricity are not being given. When I was governor, we electrified over 390-something communities to hook them to national grid, to electricity. So they had a prepared bed. It's just to continue, where we made the bed to. They refuse because they don't know the difference between macroeconomy and macroeconomy because they never knew what they are about. Everything they are doing is centralized in the governor's office. When I was governor, the commissioners used to give, contracts in their offices that they pay. I never touched any local government money. Money were going directly to the local government. People were receiving contract papers from local government and they pay. I had people that work with them. I can call their name. Kesu Obaja, who is the director of Uchoga. Chimenwangaga was my chairman of local government somewhere in Ugu also. So I can continue calling names who were my chairman. You can go interview them. Money come directly and go straight to the local government. I never touched local government money for 1 day. And this is why then the local government was center of our party people. Then I was PDP. I brought PDP here. I left PDP because of dishonesty of the way they brought it in. Because of what the President Obasanjo brought to PDP. This is the issue. So for me, touching local government money is a criminal act. You are not supposed to do that. And today, even at that, I built the hospital in Aba. Mbakwe started that hospital, I finished it. Every government that came, they did not finish it. I finished the hospital. By Skill G, Grigori, the owner of the Grigori University. I awarded him contract then to do it. And he did it in conjunction with some Germans. And we finished it, a first-class institute, a first-class facility that today is a 0-point area. Go and look at Aba, you pity yourself. When I was in Aba, all the road, Ehi Road, everywhere, I built those roads because I was committed to those things. All the lanes you see over here today, those small lanes, I tarred them. Since I tarred those lanes, the remaining lanes that were not tarred before I left, have they tarred it? Is the question you ask yourself. Okay. It's just that our people are blind. Our people sometimes, and they told me sometimes in Igbo, if you don't understand Igbo, your colleague can explain to you. Newu neso onye jigu. Orji came here and lied to the entire state that he was in bondage. So Abia people can see now those who are in bondage, we are in bondage of Orji, we are in bondage of Okezi Ikpeazu. So they are holding the whole entire Abia in bondage. I parted ways with TA in 1 year and 4 months he became governor. So what happened to the remaining out of the 8 years? Let's assume he's in bondage, which he will never been. So he is a man that fooled with malicious lies. What he has painted as the truth, he spent most of government money doing public relations, building roads on the radio and television, paying people like your station millions of naira to project things that are not on the ground, paying civil servants on the radio, paying workers on the radio, paying pensioners on the radio, paying people in the Health Institute on the radio. These are things they are doing. And you people know that this is a naked fallacy. And you people still support it. They are lies. They are instruments that stations of high repute like your own, which I respect so much, should not be carried. You should not carry propaganda because they are malicious things that are not true.
Okay, Your Excellency. We equally want to know why you think Abians should vote for Uchoga on 2nd of March.
Uchoga came from private sector. He's a very intelligent young man. He has made it on his own like I made it. Uchoga runs a company that the balance sheet should be about $2 billion or $2.5 billion. Master Energy. So I don't know why we cannot vote for him. He's the right candidate to be voted for.
So, Your Excellency, let's take you on the issue of Charter of Equity, because it's been generating a lot of controversies as it concerns the governorship election.
No, Charter of Equity is good, but the first one is what is Charter. The second one is even in the Charter of Equity, the Charter of Equity says if our son that we have given this charter, if he does well, or if he will do well, the second one is merit. I believe in Charter of Equity. I was born, I'm like Ngwa man. I can never hurt any Ngwa person. I'm like Ngwa. We were born in Umuahia, but we were born in Aba. My father and my mother were born in Umuahia. People were thinking that immediately I became governor, there was no light in Umuahia, there was no road in Umuahia. One morning, Umuahia people, they woke up. That was the first road I did in abiastate. So what is different between me and Ngwa? The first road I did was from that junction, the express road junction, Omeka junction, to Umuahia, and I took electricity from nowhere, God knows, to Umuahia. So I don't know what is Charter of Equity, but Charter of Equity can only be given by when you have convinced the people. The first one is Charter of Equity. The second one is based on performance. So
you're saying the document has been fulfilled?
Yes, of course, the documents have been fulfilled. Okay. Very well, yes. Because if we give you something, you can't manage it. We can't allow our state to go astray. And that is the truth. We must not allow our state, based on Charter of Equity, to go astray. If we are giving you something, you didn't handle it well, you didn't call your brothers and sisters on how to manage it, I'm sure that majority of Ngwa people will be very disappointed the way things have gone.
Your Excellency, arguably you are like the leader of APC in abiastate by the virtue of your position as a former governor and all that you have done to bring APC to where it is now. But let's look at APC in abiastate. Are you really on ground? Do you really think APC is so much on ground, rooted in the grassroots?
Well, people will answer that question on Saturday. We are rooted, very rooted, because people are joining APC every day. You could have followed me. You saw the day I passed through your gate here on Tuesday. I think I saw one of your faces. I saw your face. I think I'm not smart enough. I saw your face. You saw the women living there. In fact, I pitied them. I don't know how to check the damage they must have incurred in that market that day. That the market closed completely to come and see the face of Orji Kalu. Go and see what happened in Aba right now. I'm coming from Aba. Walk. Let TA Orji come. Let's go and walk in Aba on umuahia. It's a challenge, open challenge. We can do it tomorrow. There's no campaign.
Okay, Your Excellency, let's do a little bit of personality interview here. There was a time you're out of the country. A lot was said about your health. What exactly? I know your feet, looking at your feet, but people want to know the state of your health.
No, I'm excellent. Because I went to operation which anybody can go for. I have never gone to hospital before. And that was why people were very surprised. I've never been to hospital to sleep since I was born. But I've always gone my 6 months, 8 months, 1 year checkup. But I've never slept in the hospital. So I had a problem and it's sorted out. And I'm very fit.
Okay.
Okay, Your Excellency, we can't have you without asking you this one. Your trial with the EFCC.
Oh, my trial, I have a lot of respect for Justice Idris. And I have never dodged trial. I cannot dodge trial. I'm excited to be tried. There are 19 witnesses. I cannot start talking about the trial because it's still before a court of competent jurisdiction. Exactly. I could have told, let TA come and be witness to EFCC. I'm not a thief. There are 19 witnesses. And my name is not even mentioned in the charge. It was concocted by Obasanjo just to stop me because I stopped his third term. So I'm a very plain person. I have never, on my honor as a Christian, I have never touched abiastate money apart from the state security vote. Let TA come and contradict this. I'm not like any other governor who will go and write for roads and take the money, which some of them are doing. Never touch the state fund, never done any deal with any contractor, never done any deal with any of my commissioner or special advisor or chief of staff. There was nothing apart from the security vote we spent.
Okay, this is a very good platform for you to respond to some allegations.
Yes, of course.
Before we go straight to the phone lines, Your Excellency, still on that trial, it's been said that because you are in APC, the trial is being slowed down.
How can you say a thing like this? I was being tried every day until I got sick. I have never felt going to court. I was in court up till October, and I was operated in November. How do you want me to carry this operation and go to court? Are you trying to be fair, or are you trying to be naughty?
It's not.
No, tell me the one you want to be now.
I have to get the opinions of people and
no, my opinion is very
platform,
simple. My opinion is I was sick. The doctor said I should have the first 3 months, which ends the 4th of this month, and I should come back to Germany. I've gone to Germany twice. From October 30th, I came back till now. And I'm still going to go to Germany after the election. Because most times, people are operated, they will take it for granted.
Okay.
So the German doctors are a little more careful than American doctors. I'm not saying the medicine is the same quality, but you know, I have residency in America, and I'm not an American citizen, but I'm an American resident. I have a resident card for the past 27 years in the U.S.
Even before you became a governor?
Of course, yes. Before I became a governor, I have residence. I have a home there before I became governor. I don't own any home. The FCC can tell you. I don't own any home that I bought after or during when I was governor. All the house I have in London, in the U.S. government knows, the London government knows. In fact, my friend Dr. Adije, who is sitting down there, will tell you, in 1996, they used to come to my house in London. That's where we used to stay and eat. Orji will tell you all these things because you know the houses.
Okay, we'll go for a break. We'll go straight to the phone lines now, and when we return, you are going to do the campaign proper because we have just less than 48 hours before we head to the polls for the.
But you are not going to vote. Why should I do the campaign proper by you?
People are listening.
Talking on radio.
You're talking on radio.
People are listening to you.
People are listening. All right, if you want to be part of this conversation, you can call 0808-182-6949, 0811-605-2949. I take that again, 0808-182-6949, 0811-605-2949. You can also drop your messages on the SMS line 0906-510-8289, 0906-510-8289. 8289. We do have the former governor of Abiastate and also the senatorial candidate under the platform of the APC for Abia North Senatorial District. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen of the press.
Good evening. What's your name?
Wakwichi Debere on the line. His Excellency, good evening, sir.
Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Makari in Bende, LGA.
All right. So you have just 30 seconds. Go ahead with your question. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm happy to hear from Dr. Orjiuzorkalu after many years now. Yes, I remember very well that I worked with Orjiuzorkalu in this political party, UNCP, from UNCP to PPA, and all that and all that. And I remember very well that when Dr. Orjiuzorkalu was a governor, he appointed one of our sisters in the person of Chief Esisobo as a woman leader at their state. But Excellency, please, I want to ask you a question. While you were a governor, you were governor of Abia State, at the same time governor of Abia North and governor of Independent. Did Ndokwereni do anything wrong by being able to help us on that road that you came for campaign? I think that was last month or thereabout. You came for campaign there, or early this month. And from that very time, We are asking our sister to help us and tell you to help us on that road. Up to today, nothing was done on that road. If not the grace of God that Mahu Habunwa currently has started grading the road, we wouldn't have had any way to come to umuahia.
All right. All right.
That is number one. Number two.
You have just 30 seconds. We have orders. We have orders on the line. You have 30 seconds. Thank you very much. Okay. Should we take more calls, or you want to respond to that?
No, I can always respond. That man, I will not answer his question because he's not being kind to himself.
Okay.
Because you see, he's talking about grading a road. So many major roads, which he knows. We cannot do all the roads. I expected, since I left government 12 years ago, that the road could have been done. I will not take his questions because it's very, very relevant. I came there and I told them that NDDC will do that road before December this year. President Buhari was signed a presidential fiat by May to do that Orji road. Yes.
Okay. We have someone on the line. Yeah, good evening to you.
Yeah.
Good evening.
I'm very much happy. My name is Ambassador Caleb Chukwe, but I'm calling from umuahia.
All right, you're welcome.
Yes, most of the people who represent orjiuzorkalu on the radio, when I want to ask them question, I know most of them, due to maybe what they are not happy, they talk more than to allow me to talk. So I'm happy talking to orjiuzorkalu direct. Yes, even when I see you on the road, it is only your brothers that will tell who I am. I started working.
Go straight to the point, please. Go straight to your question. Thank you very much. You have 30 seconds.
Please, sir. You have helped so many people to become something as far as abiastate is concerned. Majority whose names are being mentioned today, we are led by you. Please, what is your effort towards empowerment of the youths? Because the youths need help this time around. What we need is people that will help us. What effort, what do you have in mind for the youth and the less privileged? Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you for your question.
I have in mind, I'm not going to be executive, but I'm going to drag a policy that will bring back agriculture. As I told you at the beginning of this program that I focus on agriculture, education, and empowerment. I'm going to do, like when I was governor, we built all the skill acquisition centers. When I was governor, we gave free education. When I was governor, we returned back people who are traders in the market, all the markets. We send them back to school, what you call school nights, where we call it work to learn. And we opened the work to learn, and the work to learn had the opportunity of sending uneducated people that were in markets, sending them back to tertiary institution. We pay for their WAECs. They had WAEC, they had NICO, people that never went to school. Because of our program, Work to Learn, they were able to be graduates today. So we will bring back programs that will, you see, this man spoke my mind. I told you that I'm concerned about the youth. When I was governor, I built the two stadiums. I built one stadium in Aba and one stadium in umuahia. They just renovated and painted the one in Aba and commissioned it and advertised it in channels. It's a criminal offense for what they have done. It's impersonation. I mean, it's not, they have committed an offense by saying they built it. They could have said we renovated, because all the floodlights that are there were put in by me. All the stands there were put in by me. So it's only the stuff they have just put in. So to me, I try to encourage the youth by way of football academy. When I was here, they were being trained. Enyimba was one of the best teams in Africa and going to the world. I took Enyimba to Milan. That is the way of telling the youth you can do it. They went to play their first African club that went to Inter Milan to play Inter. Enyimba versus Inter Milan. And I tried to encourage the youths. I used to go from here to Aba to train with them, and that was the motivation. Why, if these people are as good as talk and motivating the youth, why haven't Enyimba come out the way they were? We're a smoking lion. So my brother, be rest assured that our policy is going to gear on agriculture. We are going to do a lot of doing palm plantations, doing cashew nut plantations, doing cocoa plantations, and try to work out how we can put a processing center so that not only we grow these things, but those things will be processed. So I was very happy that youth should have a way, and I am thinking both the beholder and holder. When I mean beholder, I mean the state government, and the holder, the federal government. Both the beholder and the holder should find a way to be able to invest more in the youth empowerment.
Right.
You can just see, he's talking about the youth.
Yep.
Have you forgotten that almost a few years going, we have been empowering the youth. We have been doing the market women. We are giving them 20,000, 25, some 100,000 loan to beef up their market.
Okay, we will get to that. I understand you have a foundation, but we have someone on the line, Your Excellency. Good evening to you. Good evening. What's your name? Your line is breaking. Hello? All right, please do call back. Your line is not clear. Good evening to you.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening. What's your name?
Good evening, Michael.
Good evening.
Yes, you are speaking with Mr. Fortune. His Excellency, Dr. Orji. I thank you listening to what you said. Actually, most of the things you said are factual. We know what is happening in other states, and we can actually refer to what you've done in other states. Your work actually speaks for you, even till tomorrow. We are proud of you. And His Excellency, please, I have a question to ask. The issue I want to raise here is you are aspiring for the position of a senator from Abia North. The issue I want to ask here is the issue of Islamization of this nation, because from what we are seeing, it's as if that the issue of religion is taking preeminence in Nigerian politics today. How can you actually attack this issue? Because most of us here in the Southeast, we are known as Christians. And from what we are seeing today going on in this country, it's as if the other religion is taking upper hand. How can you reconcile this if you are voted into office? And I want to say that your work, I will repeat, is for you. I am calling from umuahia. Thank you very much, Excellency.
Well, I don't discuss religion. The religion is something that is in the heart. If anybody, I'm a committed Christian. I'm not a Muslim. I'm a committed Catholic. I take Holy Communion in the Catholic Church. So if your work do not allow your religion faith, or my work do not allow my religion faith, everybody should keep his religion. I don't discuss religion. It's only when you agree that you'll be Islamized or you'll be colonized by Islam. If you remember you are a Christian and you want to keep your Christianity, nobody will take it away from you. It's very simple. And that is more reason you need people like me in the center. More of orjiuzorkalu are needed in the center, who their voices and their voice will be very strong and stronger than ever.
Good evening to you.
Yes, good evening, Mike.
Good evening. Move away from your radio set, please.
Yes, I've done that.
All right. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Uche from umuahia.
All right, Uche.
Yeah, good evening, His Excellency.
Good evening, Chief
Sir.
Uche. Good evening, Chief Uche.
Yes. Yes, why I'm calling is to commend you and your work, because I was a witness when you were governor of abiastate. I think one of my friends that was the Konye had the opportunity of becoming the deputy vice chairman in umuahia South, which it cannot happen in this state. So please, like the last two callers said, I want you to make provision for the unemployed youth. Over 10 years now, get no work. So please, I want when you get to the Senate, you make a chance for us so that we will get employed. Because if you check the statistics of the Hausa people in the federal character, you see that they are more populated than we, the Easterners. So please, when you go there, make sure you carry, especially other people, along with you. Thank you, sir, and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. I think we should go straight to the SMS line. The OKZ says, I appreciate His Excellency. His man a man of his word. I knew him through my late dad, his police officer friend, Mr. Cyril Chikezie, during the reality organization era. Okay? This one says, please, His Excellency, good evening to you. May God bless you and give you victory in Jesus' name. I'm traveling to my village, Isochi, tomorrow to vote for you. What we can never forget all your good work in Isochi. I hope I'm correct, Samson.
Yeah.
Okay, from World Bank in Umuahia. Okay, okay, Ze Uwaga says Dr. Orji Kalu is the most fit leadership in abiastate. Okay, Samson.
Yes, sir. Your Excellency, we are coasting home now. It's been a long day for you, but your ambition again to go to the upper chambers. We're asking, what is the difference between you and the other candidates, just to help your supporters make a good choice?
The difference is very clear. I'm well experienced. I have been a member of House of Representatives. Possibly you people don't know. I've been a member of House of Representatives. I've been governor twice. The difference will be all the states of the north, if you don't know, and southwest are sending their former governors who are very strong financially and also who are very strong loudly to speak. I have radio stations, I have TV stations, I have newspapers. Those are indices of power. So I have the indices to represent this area, and have the indices of power to represent Ndibo. I have the indices of power to represent Nigerian people. Not only, I'm not going to be senator for Abia North alone, I'm going to be senator for Nigerian people, and a very strong voice that will help the youth, the women who are being forgotten, to give them voice to the voiceless. Like you are just saying, you asked me about the service chiefs. I'm going to, first bill I will put is to put amendment to law of Nigeria, where the service chiefs will be rotated through the. I was the one, when I was the House of Representatives, who made the first law. That is the only law Babangida signed as president. The dual citizenship law was sponsored by me. The bill, I signed the bill, and it became a law. So, and Babangida signed it. It was the only thing Babangida signed as a president when we were a House of Representatives. So without me, Nigerians should have been living in the past without having dual citizenship. When you are coming into the country, it was an abomination before for anybody to come from America and carry Nigerian passport without that law. I sponsored that bill, and it became a law, and it was signed. So I'm going to talk about relevant law that are going to help the economy to grow. What I have done for myself, I would like to do it for other people.
All right, Ogbonna from Umuahia says, good evening, His Excellency and Senator to be. I'm glad that you have exposed them. Go ahead, we are with you. Okay, we have more messages here. But well, finally, sir, because of our time. Okay, this one says, Iroko remains Iroko all over the world. In Igbo land, we call it
Okosisi.
Okay, Okosisi. It is the identity of the people. Your Excellency, how I wish you are going to the Senate to represent the good people of Abia Central District, where I come from. Nevertheless, I'm from Igbo, I'm an Igbo man, and His Excellency is going to the Senate to speak for Ndigbo in general. That means hope alive. Your Excellency, accept my congratulations in advance. Ifeanyi Ebel. Okay, sir. Finally, because of our time, I want you to speak to the people of Abia North Senatorial District because of the time, and because in a couple of hours now, you won't have the opportunity to campaign. So
possibly in your language, sir.
In your language.
No, I'm not going. Your radio station is a universal instrument. Okay. And my people understand English.
Okay.
Listen, I've told you before that we are going to look for amendments where if we have qualified people in the army, in the navy, in the police force, in the SSS, and all other security agencies, they are going to sponsor a bill that will become a law if the president signs it, and which we will, I'm hoping he will sign, that will make the geopolitical zones to have these service chiefs. And I'm going to also sponsor a law where people like our traditional rulers will have a role in the constitution. The way they remove traditional rulers because they speak their opinion in the state is appalling. Or the way they are being treated is not the best of things to do. So for me, you have exhausted your questions because I'm supposed to be here for 2 hours, and I was prepared for 2 hours, and you people are hurrying me to go, and that is not what is supposed to be.
No,
I'm supposed to be here for 2 hours.
We got a feeling that you're going elsewhere.
No. It's not this thing. I'm the one to tell you when I'm ready to go, and not somebody by the side, because the right thing must be done. I'm a man that likes rule of law to take place.
We are sorry about that. We trusted your handlers. We're giving that indication that you have another place to catch up, and that's
no, because it's my duty to manage my time. I was posted there for 2 hours, and that is the truth.
All right, thank you very much, Your Excellency, for stopping by. Thank you very much for sharing this much with Abians as they head to the polls. Like my colleague said, in just a matter of hours, you may not have the opportunity to campaign again. And then we hope that we wish you all the best.
Well, to our communities, I think they will have the best of their senator. Senator is not like where budget is planned. I will be the best senator, better than anybody in the southern part of Nigeria. I'm not just talking about southeast. Because I'm a known voice, I'm a very strong voice. I need nothing. I don't do anything with government. So I'm a known strong voice who can say my mind. From President Obasanjo, remember, he called me the action governor because of performance. He declared me action governor of Nigeria in Aba openly. He wasn't given inside my bedroom. So I'm sure after 3 years, the people of the East, the people of West, the people of North will call me action senator. I'm hoping that will happen because I'm going to lay down, I have a plan. I'm going to lay down plans that will bring a stimulation of the economy so that the economy will be stimulated back. And young people, women and boys will get a job to do.
All right, thank you very much, Your Excellency. The conversation is on our YouTube page. You can watch the conversation again and again and again on Flow 94.9 FM YouTube page. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Dr. Orji Uzorkalu. It's been a very engaging conversation here. We had the downside, the high point, and the low point, anyways. But it's been very wonderful talking to you, sir.
Now I hope you bring the other people to ask them questions tonight where they didn't perform.
Okay, thank you very much. That's how far we can go tonight on the special edition of the program Politics Right Now, right here on Flow 94.9 FM. Samson Eze.
It's been wonderful being here, Michael. Thank you.
All right, my name is Michael Oni. Do have a fantastic time listening to